Good morning, today 2 in the yard. So yesterday Chris went around the holes and power washed them. They're all clean. We have taken a little bit of time this morning to organize the space around us. So we've got loads of space under here. We've dropped our dinghy and it's now behind the camera over there. So we are slowly getting organized. Our anchor and chain are down. And our first project is going to be the trampoline area and the bit around it. So we are going to take down the trampoline, the Longeron. We are going to take everything apart, inspect it, polish it, clean it, make sure it's absolutely shining. I'm Daria, this is Chris, and that's Jasper. And these are our seaworthy dogs, Hachi and Luna. This is our floating home, Ragdoll. For 2 years we called a 47-foot monohull a home. Now we've set sail on a chapter aboard a catamaran, embracing the beauty and chaos of life at sea. Full-time work, homeschooling, storms and sunsets, this is our reality. No script, no certainty, just wind, waves and the endless blue. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoy this episode.
Here's Johnny!
You need help, man.
What? So this trampoline I think's the original to the boat, and there's a really good blog about the Stanton's adventure, getjealous.com, Spirit of Africa or something, and there's a cool picture of Mickey Stanton standing in the trampoline with about 4 or 5 kids, and it's barely deflecting at all. Like if we stand in the middle of it now, it just goes blah. So definitely time to get a new one, but it's almost amazing that it lasts as long as it did.
Oh, I'll tell you when I climb it. I think I can climb it. I can go Tarzan on it.
That was the Colin hole. Oh!
I know.
Hold the Colin hole. My crew on the delivery trip, Mr. Colin, found out the hard way how rotten the trampoline was, so we had to stitch that up to have a bit of safety on the delivery.
Job done.
Cool, back in water.
Okay, so the trampoline is down. Now we have to figure out how to get the Longeron down without it crashing down. So then we might get some lines out, start winging it a little bit about on deck, and hopefully it'll come down without a hitch.
There's not that much weight in it, I don't think.
What a long Longeron you have. For new Longeron bolts. So Chris has just strapped down the Longeron. We are just about ready to take it off.
Oh yeah, there's movement.
There's plenty of movement.
Yeah, okay. Okay, that's good. That's held there, isn't it?
Yes.
Okay. I wonder what the point of taking this down is. Well, there's gel coat repairs to do on it, and it's easier to compound it and polish it so that it's ready to go back up for another 10 years when it's on the ground. And we'll just get a good see at what's fixing it and what's...
A good understanding
of
what's what.
And then, you know, the idea is to strip this one area, get the trampoline back up relatively early in this refit so that we've got deck safety back in place. So that's what we're working through today, just getting all this dismantled. You need to keep it holding. If you let go of that just now, it's coming crashing down, okay?
Okay.
Like I say, it's coming crashing down.
That's fine, I'm taking it to be tangled up. Okay.
Let it go a bit. That's good. Okay, let more out. Down. Table. Okay, keep going.
Jump and stuff.
Thought that was like really bad gel coat for a minute. It's just salt like sandpaper. Heavens. In a position that we can now wet sand it and compound it and do what repairs we need to do on it. So our next stage here is getting the trampoline mushrooms off. There's probably about 50 of them all around the perimeter there. And the reason for that is the gel coat in between fittings like that never gets any attention. So to compound and make that nice again, we've got to get all of that off and do what we need to do around that and then put it all back together. So this is the sort of thing you do once every 10 years to try and make sure it stays looking good. Okay, which one are we on? Ready?
Yep.
Okay.
So we have taken all of the tiny buttons off that are holding the trampoline in, and we've just gone upstairs to order a new set of nice fresh black ones. The ones that are there are pretty dead. They're really at the end of their life, so we don't want to put them back in. So that's ordered. Now it's on to cleaning up the Longeron and preparing the rest of it. So as you can see, they are pretty dead, some of these. They're really at the end of their life. So we're going to put nice, fresh new ones in. Some of them are in better state than others, but the general consensus is that they are utterly crap.
Jitty jitty wash wash. After I've jet washed, I do a detergent and concentrated oxalic acid wash. And what that does is it gets me back to the, well, in theory, it gets me back as close to the original gel coat colour as I can get. So if I can do my repairs after that, should get a better chance of seeing what I'm really doing.
So that's before. And we'll see how this comes up. And you can already see it's nicely whitening up.
The rust's starting to come out of the...
And the rust stains are leaving, yes. It's nice and shiny. We can start doing the repairs now.
So that's what oxalic acid can do for you. It can really clean them up. Like I was all really horrible brown with rust. Really?
It's getting shiny.
So I got it.
There's a very obvious distinction where it was polished over here and where there is much polishing to be done yet. But there,
Something for it, isn't it?
it is shining. That's looking good.
I got it.
And we finished up for the day, just had a shower and got dressed in something that's less gel coat and wet sand covered. And we are going to go out for dinner tonight and start again tomorrow. But we made really good progress today, so that's really, really good. We know where we're going with the rest of that project. So here's a successful day. Welcome to day 3 in the boatyard. So yesterday we got a good chunk of the work done on the Longeron and the trampoline area, etc. And we ended up polishing and waxing, wet sanding, blah blah, the entire lot on one side of the Longeron, and on the other we ended up grinding out the existing scratches, cracks, etc. So it looks a little bit dodgy today, if I might say so myself. So our plan for today is to get on with this bad boy and finish it up. The side that we wet sanded, polished, waxed yesterday looks absolutely beautiful. I don't know if you can actually see how much it's shining. And it really gives us hope, because if the rest of the gel coat on the boat comes up like this, we will be bloody delighted.
Walking with purpose. So, part of the reason for starting here is we've been doing the odd gel coat repair here and there with the sort of thing you can pick up in any chandlery, a tub of gel coat filler. That's fine if it's tiny and you don't see it. Now we're starting into some more visible repairs, and we've got a tub of what should be that colour of gel coat, RAL 9016. Okay, so now is the time to check if we've got anywhere near the right colour. But it's also, it doesn't matter here so much because the trampoline, the black trampoline, goes over the top of that. So if this gel coat colour match doesn't look as good as it could be, if we're going to have to get into proper colour matching with dyes and pigments, well, we can still leave that as it is. So it's a little test panel effectively to see how we get on. So I'm by no means an expert in gel coat repair. I kind of make it up as I go along. My thinking here is I use the tape to get the, when I fill and smear the gel coat in, I use that to get it just a little bit proud, and then that way I've always got more material to sand back. Plus I don't want to be putting the new material any more places than I particularly need to. So that's the idea, I guess. I would strongly suggest going and looking at proper repair videos, because I am an absolute hack.
Okay, so that's almost all taped up. Let the bodging begin.
So here's a little technique for getting the shape here. So it's on the edge here, so we want to build up. So that's clear window material. It's quite stiff in one direction. Well, it's not stiff at all, but it's got a bit of a curvature in it. So the idea is you work with a curvature. You tape the bottom edge, get the bottom edge where you want it, like that. And this is going to serve two purposes. One, as we pour the gel coat in there, it captures it, and then as you rotate up, it squeegees it through the repair. By the time that comes off, there's a chance we'll have to do very, very minimal sanding if we get the quantity of gel coat in there right.
Very smart.
Same idea again, just a little pocket there that we just pour the gel coat in and squeeze it up and through the repair. Good. Polyester joy. Okay, so before we go too far here, I'm just gonna see what this looks like. So this gel coat's been compounded, you know, wet sanded, compounded and waxed. It's as close to the true colour of that gel coat as it's ever going to be. And here's our RAL 70216. So I'm just going to find a little sort of meaningless place on this and see what the colour match looks like. So it might look whiter on that because it's waxed, but have a look at it on here. Now also look at it without your sunglasses on.
Yeah, you can see with the sunglasses I can't quite.
This is why colour matching gel coat's really hard. So we're mixing up a very small quantity of resin here. It's hard to do precise quantities at this sort of size. So we're just really going for it and hoping for the best here. So let's try and fill this up if we're brave enough. Starting the gearing efficient to that. And it's got a nice curve. I'm just trying to take around it. We're going to use this gel coat we've got here, fill this up and just use the tape to squeegee it, and we're going to create a seal. We've got the seal here, so that's our air inhibition. Let's see how we get on. Okay. Oh. So we've got 3 of the little, no, 1, 2, 3 of the little areas done. Now I've got to work out how to do the long stretches and if we're going to bother with the acetate layer. Gel coat doesn't take long to cure, so I'm actually just going to wait before we move on to that and see if this cures. And if this is curing okay, then we're good to go. So we've opted to do one with the gel coat filler that we've got and see how that goes. Gel coat filler is a bit easier to work with because it's thick enough that you can just ladle it on and then come back down to the height later. So see how that goes. And I can already, I mixed that about 2 minutes ago and I can feel it curing already. So that's a good sign. So this is starting to gel over. It's going this sort of kind of goopy way. So that's good. That's nice. That's nice fresh gel coat that's
setting.
Setting. Yeah. So we're feeling brave enough to try a long one. So what I'm going to do here, I'm going to peel this because it's easier to peel this while the gel coat's at the green cure stage. So this particular repair we're going to peel now. That's what we're trying to avoid if we can. There we go. It's entirely possible that's going to be quite a good match. I'm throwing out some gel coat. I'm going to catalyse it with a few drops of catalyst, MEPK. Convince myself I've put enough in. Maybe a little more for good safety measure. Here, the film has.
So we've proceeded to do the rest of the gel coat patches in a similar fashion, and we've just flipped the Longeron kind of the right way up so the gel coat can flow in, and we're not making our job any harder than it needs to be. We've got it well set up now. The gel coat is nicely curing, so all's going well. We've got everything filled in there at the moment, so it's just a waiting game now for the gel coat to cure so we can start taking things off. We've also tried a couple of patches around the hull and the color match is pretty spot on, so that's really, really good.
Looking fairly promising. We have a look?
Yes, go for it.
I think we can stand up.
It's not still a bit stickier, is it meant to be like that?
Very sticky, so it leaves a dent.
No, it doesn't, okay.
It leaves a dent, it doesn't, so that's good inside.
Okay.
This is good to go.
Yeah, that's my bed.
Wow.
So we figured that the gel coat has set enough and it's hard enough that we can now have a go at sanding it and seeing how it goes. So here we go.
This has all been sanded up to 320 or thereabouts, and I've dotted in all the little low spots, so that'll be one more sanding, then I can take that up, but that's going to cure. Got a little plan to see how this is going to go. I've got 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1500, 2000 grit here, and I just want to see how this compounds. So that's the plan. Daria's going to do me a little bit of hose support, and if that looks good and that's the method, then we're going to carry on through here. And our first little section to do is bow maybe a couple of meters under the bridge deck and run to the opposite bow, and that's this area completely done, and we can fit the trampoline up. So that's our first kind of push on this project, is the bow area here, just so we can get our safety net back up. So Daria and I have been working on this little bit here, just to see how this is going to go. So we've wet sanded through from 400, 600, 800, 1000, 1500, 2000. I've done a coarse cut, and now I'm on to the finishing cut, and then I'll put a wax on it. The swirlies are out. Like, this is going to be a mirror finish. And the intent is here, well, we've flattened this former paint line enough that we'll be able to paint over the top of it a new boot top without it showing through. So this is going really good. I'm pleased with how this is going.
If you've got any questions or thoughts, leave them in the comment section below. We always love hearing from you. Thanks for watching. Till next time.